doesn't really affect a lot, so we decided not to use ProHate. So we stayed with, yeah, hold on. Yo, what's good, y'all? So, took a little bit of time for the English episode because I want to find out some more differences between the restrictions in the States and in Germany. I did a lot of research and I even came to a site that said what to expect when having a baby during the coronavirus. I tried to open it and that just said, nope, this site is not available for your location. So I had that a couple of times. So I had to like dig deeper into the research to see the main differences of like what y'all got over there in the States considered to what we have in Germany. So let's dive in. First thing was registering. So usually in Germany, when you register, you go to a hospital and say, "Hey, we are expecting parents. We would like to give birth in your hospital." They give you a form, you fill it out, then you get an appointment. You go back, you get to visit rooms and stuff like that, and they explain a little bit something. So in this case, there is a tour, whatever. They just said, okay, fill this out and go about your business. Come back when you're in labor. You're registered. So children and young people may visit the parent, guardian, carrier, or sibling in the healthcare setting and should be accommodated by one appropriate adult. I think that's a kind of stupid rule in the States since kids or young people are asymptomatic, you can have the symptoms and spread them on without even knowing. So that's kind of where I would Trump do something different. You know what it is. If you want to visit face to face after birth, like your grandmom or sister, brother wants to visit the newborn after birth, it has to be scheduled up ahead and agreed on in advance so they can see how many people are coming and whatsoever. Y'all got to find out how it is now, but it says check with your local hospital so it always could be different. What to expect on who can visit while having birth and after birth. In Germany, nobody is allowed to visit. So my girl's son, he wasn't allowed to visit his little brother in the hospital. My parents weren't allowed to come. Her parents, so only the father or the other person that was allowed during birth was allowed to visit during the 3 days stay in the hospital. I had to fill out a paper when I'm entering and who I'm going to see and all types of stuff like that. And also they um, advise you to do video calls and stuff like that, FaceTime. But that's like for my generation, that's a normal thing today. Is like when you're someplace and you just FaceTime them, shoot a little video or something and send it to them. So that unnecessary information for me to tell people, oh, do video calls. So I think everybody's doing that anyway. Also, like how I felt about having a baby during the Corona time. We was both skeptical what to expect, how to do it, and then a lot of people also ask us, "Are you really gonna have the baby in the hospital and everything?" And a short time in the beginning, we was actually thinking about doing a home birth. Went away from that idea because I think it's too much hassle. Maid running around here for 12 to 15, 24 hours. My girl's in labor and she's running through the house all day, and we didn't want that. And also, we felt safer that if there really was something wrong, not corona related, we have a baby station there. We decided not to do it like a home birth or something like that. um, During the actual day of birth, came along, and there were some things I could have done better. I already mentioned those things like in my German video. But for y'all, everything again in English, all for the fam. So for the day of the birth, what I could have done differently was when we came into the hospital, I stopped with the car directly at the emergency. So, and next to the emergency in the hospital where we was at, there was the Corona station. So that wasn't so cool. So we passed by the Corona patients and people in full CDC bodysuits and everything. So I could have like not went that way and went through another entrance, but I got too nervous, so I just went right to the emergency. So when my tip for y'all is go and even though if you don't have a tour in your hospital, get information. Where's the Corona station? Can we avoid going by there and everything? Because in Germany they say even if you walk through a cloud with virus and the density of the virus is so thick in that cloud, you still could get infected. So I could have been affected on the way to the labor room. So that's my hint for everybody. Inform yourself what is where the parking spaces, where's the entrance, and yeah, be safe the whole time. So that's the most important thing. Be safe. Um, so yeah, back at home now. Back at home. So nobody's allowed to visit or come through our doorstep without disinfecting their hands. Then they get to enter. Then they have to go directly to the bathroom, wash their hands, sanitize their hands, and so that's the most important thing that we watch out for. We try to keep the baby away or generally stay away from big crowded areas. All the stuff that's going on with the protests, I'm sorry for everybody and all the families that are affected by this, but it's more important for us, like now, just to stay away from crowds where there could be potential infections or where we could potentially be infected. Yeah. To do a recap, Germany they have like different kinds of like baby formula. What I went on in my one of my earlier videos a couple of weeks ago, and this is the one pre that we've been using all the time. And we decided to use Pro HA pre because they said it's for better digestion, but we found out it just costs more money and it doesn't really affect a lot. So we decided not to use Pro Hay. So we stayed with pre. Little side information is trying to get my better half to come into the videos. You all see the little one pretty soon, and he's a little bit more active. He's starting to get stay up a little longer now, a couple of hours between sleeps and feeding. So y'all won't miss out on that. Until then, y'all already know what it is. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to get all the latest updates and everything, infos. If y'all want to hear something new, special, hit me up, write me a DM or anything. We'll see where all of this goes now. Until then, like I always try to say, wear a mask, stay safe. See y'all next week.